Have you ever thought about breaking up?
We have.
Yeah, because I just turned 21.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I don't know why she even got with him in the first place. This motherfucker sounds a little zesty, if you know what I mean.
And she told me that I couldn't go to the club. I didn't want to go to the club, but the fact that she told me I couldn't go to the club as soon as I turned 21
He's a
rubbed me the
brat.
wrong way. But it's not like I wanted to go to the club.
Yo, he sounds like, I don't know if any of you have ever seen like a Dashi XP video. I know he makes like gaming content now. He doesn't really do his little skits he used to do. But one of the voices he used to make was for this Mortal Kombat little show he used to do. Matter of fact, let me pull it up.
Guys, relax.
This is who he reminds me of. He reminds me of the voice that Dashi does for Cabal.
My God, I'm on aisle 6, okay? They got some super sweet deals on cereals, soups, sodas, pizza.
That's exactly what this fucking guy sounds like to me. Guys, I was downstairs, okay?
Whatever.
Have you ever thought about breaking up?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. We have.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about breaking up?
No. The only time
Oh, that's nice. That's very good. They've probably only been together for 3 months, 6 months.
we'd ever break up is if we cheat on each other.
Yeah. He's.
Yeah, but there's also other reasons to break up with people, man. I mean, if the relationship isn't working, it doesn't have to be cheating. But if shit just aren't compatible and there's arguing all the time, and then things are going on that just seem like you guys are not compatible, then maybe it's time to let that shit go. So to say that the only time we would ever think about breaking up is if we cheat on each other is ridiculous, because there's other reasons for a person to think about breaking up with somebody.
To be best friends with his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
And that was probably the closest it ever got to me.
Have you two ever thought about breaking up?
I have never.
I have. Just his ego got crazy. I was like, I'm not dealing with this. But he brought it back down.
I haven't, but you have.
Not seriously.
Have you ever thought about
Just thinking about it. I mean, no, I guess.
breaking up?
No.
Yes, I want to get married.
Ooh, he's hurt.
I want to get married.
I just kind of.
So, this is what I will say about this. She wants to get married, doesn't want to get married. They might as well break up. Because I think there are certain things that when you get in a relationship with somebody and before you even get serious or you start to get serious, there are conversations that you need to have, in my opinion, with a person about whether you want kids, you want marriage, well, you know, what kind of lifestyle do you want to live, what kind of person you are, things that are very important that are deal breakers to you. And if the other person doesn't want what you want, then there's no purpose in trying to pursue that any further. Now, what I've seen is people get into relationships with other people, obviously thinking that maybe they can change their partner. And this is, and it tends to be women. I know you guys have probably seen the meme online, the I can change him. It'll be like a bad guy doing all kinds of horrible shit. And there's always that one woman who says, I can change him. And so this is probably what she thought going into that relationship. She was like, maybe he doesn't want marriage, but maybe down the line, I can change his mind. And so, yeah, but I mean, if he doesn't want it and he hasn't changed his mind, I get it that you've spent a lot of time with this person. You have the sunk cost fallacy at this point. But maybe you don't need to be together, because that's something that is very big in a relationship, just like having kids. If one partner wants kids, but the other doesn't, why even be together? Because one of you is going to be miserable, because you're either going to have the kids and the person who didn't want them is going to be miserable, or you're not going to have the kids and the person who wanted them is going to be miserable. And this is going to lead to a lot of problems down the line. Things like that will always evolve into bigger things.
I go with the flow, you know, whatever kind of life throws at me, I'll, you know, make my decision then.
I try to stay like, are we happy right now?
Yeah, that's just him. That was him just saying he doesn't want to marry that girl. So he's wasting that girl's time, to be honest. He should do the nice thing instead of her breaking up with him, because she wants to be with him, obviously. But he should stop wasting her time and just break up with her.
Yeah.
We're both like turbulent people.
Yeah.
We're both kind of like crazy.
Who's crazier?
Him. No, I'm not. No, he's actually crazy. He's a Scorpio.
She believes in a.
Hey, I'm a Scorpio. What's that got to do with anything? We're actually really nice unless you fuck us over. I will say that. Scorpios tend to be very vindictive people. I'm not really a big believer in the sign shit like the astronomy, the rising moon, and the whatever the fuck that shit is. I'm not really big into that, but you know, I've partaken in the horoscope thing. And the horoscopes do say that Scorpios tend to be a little bit vindictive if you cross them. So,
Well, it's real.
If you were to break up, whose fault would it be?
oh my fucking god.
Mine.
Hers.
You. It's always me.
She thinks it would be me.
It would definitely be her.
Do you think it's me?
No, I was gonna offer myself up.
What'd you do?
Hypothetically, probably said the wrong thing and it got taken the wrong way.
Pretty recently, we've been just going.
Holy fuck. Yo, was this shit filmed in LA? I feel like this has got to be California. Where's the cut based out of? I got to find this shit out. But there's a lot of fucking degenerates in this fucking show, like degenerate looking people. Like, how the fuck is this even a couple? This guy looks like he's gay. Nothing wrong with being gay, right? And she, what the fuck is she doing? Maybe she has cancer and I'm being an asshole, right? But what the fuck is this? And a lot of the couples have been like just weirdo looking motherfuckers. I'm not the best looking motherfucker. But I don't go out of my way to fucking shave my head bald as a woman. Because what kind of fucking statement are you making? I guarantee you this bitch is a fight the patriarchy bitch. 100%.
Through some changing tides.
We went through a little rough.
Look at this. Bro, what is this? This guy's wearing a fucking blouse with flowers or roses on his head, but he's with a girl. What the fuck? Yo, 100% this has got to be California, either LA or San Francisco, because there's no fucking way. And it's got to be LA. It's got to be LA because I feel like that's where all the degenerates would be, in LA. Well, the degenerates in California. California is a pretty degenerate state in my opinion, but besides the point, that's probably where majority of the degenerates are in California, is in LA.
A couple months ago. Because he is in the Air Force.
We're both comedians.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with military service. I just caught that. Thought about breaking up because he's in the Air Force. He's doing a good thing. I served the military. I will tell you this though. I definitely, now that I'm out, 100% would never date anybody in the fucking service. If you are in the service or you served, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about and why I'm saying what I'm saying. And it's not just the moving around aspect, right? Every 3 years having a PCS to go to a different place, but also there's a lot of TDY that goes on in the Army. And for those of you who don't know, TDY is an acronym that's used to when you're temporarily moved from one place to another, you go on TDY. But when you get deployed or you go overseas, you also become TDY. And I've seen it firsthand. And the acronym, the way we like to express it is TDY is temporarily divorced for a year. You'll see people, and I shit you not, you'll know somebody that's in your unit or in a sister unit or whatever that's fucking somebody in the company, and you see them at night or in the morning calling their significant other back home like, oh my God, I love you, I miss you, I can't wait to see you. Meanwhile, they're getting fucking dicked down by Jody over here every fucking night. It's crazy, and it happens. Anybody who served and anybody who's currently in the service can attest to this. This shit is real. And that's why I would never, ever date anyone in the service.
He's an actor. The time constraints.
We adopted a cat that
Hold on, let's go back.
He's an actor.
That guy looks like a fucking serial killer. She needs to get a fucking restraining order from this motherfucker. He needs to be in a mental ward fucking with the straitjacket on.
The time constraints.
We adopted a cat that I didn't really want at all.
What the fuck? Is this a guy or a girl? It looks like a guy to me. It's a guy, right?
Have you two ever thought about breaking up?
Yes.
Yes. I have.
I feel like in the beginning, we've definitely had rough patches.
Yeah.
Of course you
That's true.
think about.
Look at this shit. This girl looks more masculine than her man, bro. This guy looks like feminine as fuck. These guys are in fucking relationships, and here I am, single as shit.
About all the directions it can go.
Have you two ever thought about breaking up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I like being able to do my own thing.
My parents kind of.
So then you don't need to be in a relationship, big bro. You don't need. If you like to be doing your own thing, then maybe a relationship is not for you, big bro. You don't need to be in a relationship. Just let that shit go.
Approved.
I realized I was pansexual. Like usually I'm doing more like emotionally and just like around the home.
In the past, physically.
This is an interesting relationship.
And the physically too. Like
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had just got out of an
LA, 100%.
8-year relationship.
We were both in college.
We both didn't know if we were done dating other people.
I mean, distance makes it hard.
I'm moving in like a week.
Where?
Munich.
I might end up eventually going.
We were doing long distance for about 3 years.
And we were both convinced that the other person wanted to break up with each other.
We always said we'd fizzle out.
And so I was like, hey, maybe
They look like fucking clones. It looks like she's looking into a mirror, man. They look so related, to be honest.
we should stop.
But this is LA, so I wouldn't be surprised.
And we just make out at the doorway. And then I was like, oops, I guess I don't want to break up.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever thought about breaking up?
Possibly. I have a very avoidant attachment style.
I've thought about like, what if he wants to break up with me?
The emotional connection wasn't there.
I've had the fears.
I get scared.
Depression and anxiety.
I don't know, my brain's kind of an asshole.
I've kind of just been like, please don't break up with me.
One time when we went on a date, in my head I was like, if this date isn't perfect, we're gonna break up and it's gonna like destroy my soul. Why am I like this?
You're fine. You are fine.
What's the closest you've come to?
We lost our firstborn at like 15 weeks.
Damn, that sucks. That's pretty fucking deep. Feel really bad for them. I'm sure. I mean, I'm no one to speak, right? Because I'm thinking like, why would that make you want to break up or think about breaking up? But you have to think about the psychological trauma that this couple probably went through that made it really hard on them, and it's probably the reason why they thought about breaking up. You know.
Very scary miscarriage. I was in the hospital for a week, out of work for 3 months.
What kept you together?
When I got really scary, he was there every single day by my bed, just making sure that I was okay.
That's really good. That's a good guy. That's what your partner should do. Look at the way she looks at him. She loves this guy. This is a good relationship. This is nice. She admires him even because her eyes are like glowing looking at him. She loves him.
Have you two ever thought about breaking up?
Breaking up?
Have you thought about it?
No.
No.
That's a no-go.
I don't think so.
This relationship's been very smooth.
Ooh. Oh my God. What the fuck, dog? Another fucking guy wearing a goddamn dress. And then
Never been a moment.
to each its own, man. To each its own.
No.
What are you hiding?
You really got married
Listen,
a month ago.
We've not been together that long, so it hasn't come up.
Yeah.
Have you two ever thought about breaking up?
yes, they have. They have. Neither of them wants to be the first to say it, but they have thought about it.
Have you ever thought about breaking up?
No.
Not really.
Can you say that like?
He only said that because she said no. He's thought about it too.
Look at me
That shit didn't sound very convincing to me.
in the eyes and tell me this.
No.
Never.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Okay, that's good
What
to know.
about you?
Not really, no.
Yeah, that was a lie. They both have thought about it. If it took them that long to actually say, as if you know you have never thought about it, your answer should have been immediately no. Shouldn't have taken you 30 seconds to be like, no. She's thought about it and she lied because she didn't want to seem like she didn't want to look bad. And then he was like, well, I can't be the one to say yes, so I'm going to go ahead and say no also.
Me breaking up, no. I think it's just like when we be having our little times, it just makes me.
Bro, this motherfucker wants to be in a straight relationship with extra steps. So this guy is a gay man. This guy is a gay man dating a trans woman. Because this is what he is. He's a gay man. There's no way he's claiming to be straight and he's dating a trans woman, right? And if you're attracted to women, then why not just date women? This guy is just gay with extra steps. It's crazy, man.
Think more constructively of how I could be better to try and find something that's gonna work for both of us.
Out of curiosity. I said no, you said no, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Have you ever thought about breaking up?
Oh yeah. We have an extremely
He looks like fucking Dollar General Bad Bunny.
passionate relationship.
We both have very strong tempers.
We were just fighting a lot.
Butt heads sometimes.
There was kind of a period like when I joined the Marines and stuff and life was really rocky.
Yeah.
I was kind of coming home and being like really rude.
We're planning our big wedding now.
Oh yeah, the military will do that to you, man. After you have them long days, man, up at 05, PT at 06, fucking you don't get off until 2000 because at 1700 somebody decided there was some last minute shit that needs to get done that didn't get done throughout the whole day when no one was doing anything. And now you're just fucking mad. And that's why a lot of military members become alcoholics, because the only way to drown the pain, the sorrow, the just everything that's eating you alive is through alcohol. It's the only way to do it. And not gonna lie, I was guilty of that. I did that a lot. But guess what? I loved when I served in the Army, and I would never change it for anything in the world. It was the worst and the best experience I've ever had in my life at the same time. Because when the good things happen, it's really good. Like the good is really good, but the bad is really bad. And it's not just you suffering by yourself. And this is what makes that bond in the military and in the Army. Anybody who served will let you know they've made lifelong friends. What makes that bond, that connection, is that you're not suffering by yourself. You're all suffering together. And then when you get off of work, guess what? You all live together. You all go to the same barracks, go hang out in the same kitchen, unless you're in the newer barracks, which each room has its own kitchen. You form your friendships. You go all to the same places. You do everything all day together, and that's what forms that cohesiveness, that friendship in the military, and at least in the U.S. Army. For me, that was the case. So.
And so I get stressed out because I'm like, well, I want this at the wedding, but it costs too much, and I'll get moody and be like, well, if you don't want
He doesn't want to get married.
just say that.
What's the biggest fight you've had?
Probably drunk fights. And we cut out drinking for that.
All I remember is I was like blacked out and I phased back in and we were like arguing and I didn't understand why we were arguing and he was just so done with me.
Have you two ever thought about breaking up?
Yeah. Yeah, we have broken up.
Yeah, we have broken up. That was like 3 months into our 7-year relationship.
She has broken up with me 3 times.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
I mean, we've broken up a lot.
Did you see other people? Did you sleep with other people?
He did.
Oh.
Was he in trouble?
He was.
There was a point in time where he had like been flirting with a coworker, so I did break up with him.
What brought you back together?
I went and bought flowers and got her Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, but it was more
Yeah, the Chick-fil-A will do it. Why not?
so the fact that he like showed up and was actually willing to talk through it.
I called her one night just to see how she was doing, and we had a great little conversation.
Yeah.
It was worth another shot, and damn right it was.
How long have you two been together?
We 15 years.
How old are you now?
We are 30.
What advice do you have to couples?
Keep going.
Have more frequent open conversations.
The grass is green where you water it.
Sometimes it feels easier just to push it all away.
Take a break. We are proponents of breaking up and taking space.
Divorce is
That's not how relationships should be. You should be proponents of trying to work through your problems, not take the easy way out, which is breaking up. Again, if it's not working, if you've tried and it's not working, then just break up. Sure. But that shouldn't be like your go-to. Like, hey, let's break up for like 2 weeks and do our own thing. Like, just say, hey, I need some space, but you work on your problems. Like, it's almost as like a lot of people now view as relationships, and I'm guilty of this too. Like, I'm not perfect, as like this game that you can just stop playing whenever you want. And that's shouldn't be the case. You shouldn't just walk away from a relationship unless it's like something really bad happening, like some actual physical abuse or anything like really bad, really bad. But if it's just like regular relationship problems, then you should seek to work on those problems and not just walk away at the first sign of adversity in your relationship. But I'm gonna quit this video right there. I think I've gone long enough, 22 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my commentary, my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next video.